we're working on yeah, we're working on some stuff. Yeah, you guys know the drill. I have to set up my chat. Okay, so I can minimize this. I pop out this so I can minimize that. Um Sorry, I'm looking at uh Discord real quick. I do have an active Discord, and that's what I was checking to see if anybody was like playing or whatever, or if anybody had like questions or whatever. Okay, close that, and then so I have to position this like this. Oh, actually, I forgot because I have the multi-chat thing set up. I can actually just keep TikTok's chat page open. So I can do like that. And then we can... Okay. There we go. Oh, that's right. But one of the features that I'm using, it has to be... Oh, well. Well, it's not going to be full screen, so I guess I don't get to do the thing. It's fine. Okay, and then we do this. Stretch it out. And then I do that, right click, transform, fit to screen, and there we go, we're all set. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we're doing a completely custom, or this is a new custom server, so that is awesome. But yeah, so custom server, it is Minecraft. And I'm kind of waiting for, because I know there's going to be no point in streaming here soon, um, because of fucking Warframe, like the big update coming out. I'm also on call, so technically I could have to go back to work at any point. I don't know when that will happen. If they give me a good load, I will have to take it. So that is a factor. But yeah, basically there was a mod that there was a modding that I was using. Okay. Sorry. So there was a mod that I was using on the old mod pack that ended up crashing. And it could not be fixed, could not be restored. So what I am doing right now is I am going through the game, and I found actually a room that was very similar to uh my old base. And so I'm in creative mode right now, and I'm basically just refurbishing everything. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Also, I have a boss as a neighbor, which is a little nerve-wracking, but it's fine. And I just now realized that I don't have the builder wand stuff, so that's going to be annoying to deal with. So we seal the shaft off. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of magical stuff that is in this mod pack. There is... It's essentially the exact same thing that I was playing before. It has Cataclysm, Apotheosis. There are a couple of changes, albeit small changes, but it is really cool. I'm very excited to actually play it. Also, this is way too dark. Oh yeah, there's also levels in this, apparently. So yeah, you have base stats, and yeah, it's like a whole RPG thing, which I think is really cool. But yeah, so like to give you an idea, there are custom animations. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know how far that goes, but yeah. It has most of the magic systems that I was very happy with in the last game, including Iron's Book of Spells. It's got Cataclysm, like it's got everything that I was very excited about in the past. The music is kind of loud, which I'm not sure how I feel about yet. Let me know in chat if it's too loud. That feels like it's way too loud. Yeah, we're going to drop the volume down a little bit. Okay. That should fix it. Let me know if it does not. Yeah, I'm trying to perfectly replace, like, everything so that it's not a problem. Okay. Ugh. Weirdly enough, as dumb as this is actually pretty cathartic. I enjoy doing base building. The problem, and this is why I'm in creative mode, is that I'm very I like this. I'm very exacting about what it looks like. Holy shit. Dude, this music is awesome. Why are there gnomes? Okay. But yeah. Dude, the music in this is fire. Oh, I hope this is not copyrighted or we're going to have some problems. Uh-oh. That's a thought. Oh dear. Well, I guess we'll find out. Nice. Welcome, dinosaur. A dinosaur friend. Oh my god. There's a guy on TikTok who he makes he doesn't ever actually talk, but he like just draws dinosaurs everywhere. Have you seen that? He's so funny. And he just like he does welding and stuff, but he's like I don't know. It's very funny. Oh, thank you, Revan, for the like. Thank you for the... Was that a like I think I saw? Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I'm fucking loving this music, dude. Like, I am seriously, this is awesome. Okay, so I was right. You do know him. All right, yeah, dude, he is awesome. I don't know why, because I never thought somebody like that would be so entertaining, but God, he is. Thank you, Steven, for the like. I appreciate it. Oop. No, I can't do too much, because then I'm going to lose track of what I'm doing. Bum, 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 bum. Dude, I don't know how... This is so good! I love the music. Music is a huge part of my life. I am very much so a musical person, so... Thank you, AJ, for the rose. I appreciate it. Personal helper friend, you know everything. Really? Well, what is the average... What is your favorite color? Yeah, I immediately fucked that up. Okay. What is your quest? Who's grunting at me? Thank you for the second rose, AJ. I appreciate it. What's up? Who's... Oh, see, Verity, I'm quoting something specific, so it's all right. It's a little bit old, so thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Also, thank you, AJ, for the two roses. I appreciate it. So I do want to clarify for those who decide to gift on TikTok. I am actually kind of newer to the TikTok scene. I only just recently started to stream here. So a lot of the stuff that is pretty common knowledge for y'all here, I don't really know. I do know that gifts are important. I do know that they are added to like a wallet, I believe it is. Um, but I may not recognize the gravitas of some of the gifts sent. So if I underreact to something that someone does, please tell me because I want to make sure I'm appropriately thanking people. I think I fucked that up somehow. So yeah, please let me know. Also, because I know like basically the only thing that I know is like galaxies are like the highest thing or something like that, and that's all I know. So yeah, just let me know if somebody does something really big, really important. Because like I said, I want to make sure I'm thanking everybody. You know, I don't want to make the people think that oh man, he didn't. He just said thanks, and I sent him like a galaxy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Also, on a side note, though, if you guys, if anybody interacts with the stream in any way, shape, or form, please tell me if I do not thank you or interact with you. I want to make sure. Oh no, we're bricking this gnome in. Well, the gnome is going to die. That's kind of sad. But yeah, make sure you guys call me out. Like if you interact with the stream, if you like it, if you share it, if you follow me, or you know whatever, let me know. I want to make sure that I'm thanking you for following me. And if I miss it, I want to make sure that I'm catching you guys. Why are there so many gnomes in this place? Not sure how I feel about that. Oh, okay. No, see, that's a prime example. Thank you very much, AJ. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. So the reason why I kind of don't see everything is I'm using Streamlabs to multi-stream. So I'm actually streaming to the red app, the purple app, and a TikTok all at the same time. Um, and so the only notifications that I get for TikTok are a small little line at the bottom Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. That notifies me. So gifts are sent as an actual message, so I can see those permanently. But when someone likes or follows or does anything else, there's a little bar at the bottom that's shared with other notifications like somebody joining or everything else. So even if I'm looking at the screen, there will be some times that I miss it just because it's not on the screen when I glanced at it. So yeah, AJ, that's exactly what I want you to do. If somebody follows me, like anybody, let me know. I want to thank you. And I'll try to catch it, but I can't catch everything. Oh, I missed some purple. Hi? What are you doing here? Alright. Hey, we're almost done. Awesome. Yeah, and I'm not saying that you have to let me know if somebody else does it. Just if somebody is watching and they do that. I try to remind myself to say it every time, but I don't always catch it. Actually, I kind of feel... I do want to save the dripstone. I kind of feel like we should have, like, this. Yeah, see, things have to be even for me, or else I kind of... It just bugs me. Oh, God. Sure. So, okay, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to swap that out for that, and then we're going to do that. So, originally, I had this mod pack a while ago. And what ended up happening was... Oh, that is... Okay, no, I hate that. I'm also very OCD, so... I had this mod pack before, and what ended up happening is that one of the mods that was a dependency ended up breaking on me. And so I was trying to fix it. I ended up spending like 5 days total, including the last 2, just trying to get the damn thing to work right. And I couldn't. Nothing was working right. I couldn't get it to work. And so I ended up losing the server that me and the community over on my Discord, we had a good number of people playing. We ended up losing the whole thing. Just had to be completely wiped. It was permanently broken. Like, there's nothing nobody could do. Anybody could do. There we go. So I started looking around, and I was very dejected, very sad. And then we ended up finding a mod pack that had most of the mods that I wanted, but it was a single mod pack instead of jury-rigged the way that I had done it, so it was much more stable. The mod pack is called Ascendia. So we were very excited. I am very excited about this. And as a result of that, we went ahead and installed it last night. So this room is actually where my old base used to be. And so I found this structure, and I'm in the process of remaking my old base that I lost. Okay. So that's what I'm making right now. Basically, I'm just remaking an old base that was on my old server that we lost because of problem. Unfortunately, no. So this mod pack is Java only. The main reason being is that there are 475 mods installed on this mod pack. Most of them are completely incompatible with Bedrock because they are fundamental program changes that are not allowed on Bedrock whatsoever. Which sucks because it's really cool. Like, there's Iron's Book of Spells, there's Etheria, there's Ars Novu, we have Hiccup's Legacy, which is, it adds in like 30 dragons from How to Train Your Dragons into the game. There's like over 500 structures added to the overworld. There's um yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the whole goal of my first server is I was trying to make the ultimate fantasy like mod pack. And so that's why I was so heartbroken that it broke, because I genuinely like I loved that mod pack. It was so much fun to play. And so now this one is a pretty good alternative. I'm actually really looking forward to getting this up and running. The only downside is, like I said, it doesn't work. It's not Bedrock does not work with this, which sucks, but to get the mods that we have, it's unfortunately, yeah. It sucks too, because I wish Bedrock players could play on this. It would be awesome. On a side note, though, this is while I'm speaking of the nature of the server, this is not a single player game. This is actually a server that I pay for and that I am hosting. We can't have tons of people on the server, but if anybody wants to join, I am more than welcome to like open it up. If anybody wants in, I can explain how to get in, as well as sharing the IP address and stuff like that. Ugh, okay, there we go. So if you're on, so here's the catch: it cannot be Bedrock. You have to have the Java version of Minecraft, and I don't know how you can join without going through CurseForge. So I've had a couple of people that just hate CurseForge so much that they just refuse to download it. If you're willing to download CurseForge, yes, you are welcome to play. If you want to try to jury rig access to the game, um, you are welcome to do that as well. Just keep in mind that, again, if you try to join other than CurseForge, I can't promise it's going to work. You're on Java, yeah, then you're welcome to join. So there's a couple of different ways that this could work. One, I can send you the mod pack from CurseForge. So that will be everything that I use to log into the game. Although I recently had a friend of mine, Sleepy, she was on my last stream, where we tried to do this with the old server and it wasn't working right, but it was also causing both of us to crash, so that could be it. So I can share the CurseForge code and then I can share the IP address and you would just direct connect. Or if you want, I can just tell you what the mod pack is, download it, I'll tell you what extra mods you have to add, and then you just direct connect and you're good. So which one do you want to do? Yeah, that's that is that is very fair, Lex. Um, so unfortunately, because that's the thing, you're gonna have to download the mod pack either way. Um, oh, also there is another issue. You need to have like I have allocated 10 gigs of RAM. You should have at least that. To be able to dedicate to this server. It require even the server that it runs at is like 8.9 gigs. There are people that have played with less on the old server, so you might be able to get away with less. Um, and I've heard so they actually make a comment that it runs very smoothly. All I would say is it can't hurt to try, Lex, if you wanted to give it a shot. So if you go into CurseForge, it'll actually tell you. Um, actually, you know what? Here's how you check. Do you have Windows 11, Windows 10, or are you on? If you're on Linux, I cannot help you. I do not know Linux. Is there more than one villager in here? Okay. So I'm actually not sure how MacBooks work either. Sure, that's completely fair. Here, let's. Google is our best friend. So let me open a tab real quick and let's see if we can figure this out for you. Let's see. How to check how much RAM you have on a MacBook. Okay. In Activity Monitor, view the amount of system memory being used. And what you're going to want to look for is physical memory, which that is absolute gibberish to me, so I hope that means something to you. You should be able to just search Activity Monitor, and it should bring it up. And again, you're looking for physical memory. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. I am more than happy to try to help everybody get in. Okay. So I think I know what I want to do with this. I want 2 spaces around here. Okay. So there is PvP enabled, but I will say my only rule is please don't be a dick. That's my only requirement, is just don't be an asshole. PvP will be enabled, but the game is literally designed to be difficult. So it is going to be hard enough for players to beat the bosses without, like... You can kill each other, but like you're going to need help doing some of these bosses. So working together is going to kind of be a thing. Oh, I did the wrong stairs. Oh, wait, no, I did the right stairs. Yeah, smooth quartz. Okay. Sweet. Okay, great. So, yeah, you have more than enough. So, the worst that you can do is try, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I'm going to see... can you install CurseForge on a MacBook? Yes, you can. So it does support it. Okay, so your next step is going to be to download CurseForge. I can send you a link to it if you need. But yeah. So it is as simple or as not as you want it to be. Like I said, I can send you a link to it. Yeah, so if you go to your web browser and just search CurseForge, it should be the top one at the top. It's www.curseforge.com. And it'll, as the description, it'll say CurseForge, mods, and add-ons leading community. Then go get the CurseForge app. And then I would do the download standalone unless you use Overwolf a lot. I do not. I actually don't really like Overwolf, but that's just a me thing. But download the standalone. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Go to more download options and then download for Mac OS. That's the one that you want. Okay, now we just wait for it to download. Boom, boom. um, a lot. There's a lot. God, there's a lot. Um, okay, good. So the Ascendia mod. I'm actually going to share with you. So when you look up what the Ascendia mod is, it will flat out tell you what is included in this mod pack. However, I have added in a lot of custom stuff as well. So the idea behind it is that we have I added in Hiccup's Legacy, which adds in like 30 dragons from How to Train Your Dragons that can be tamed, they have abilities, etc., etc. Um I added in Hi. Hi Goob. Um I added in what else did I add? Oh, I added in Iron's Book of Spells. So that is in here as well. And then I also added in what did I add? What is what? You mean the giant death crystal that's shooting lightning into the sky or into the columns in the sky? I have no idea what you mean. Every base has that, right? I'll explain that in a second. Just give me a sec. So Lex, we also have Iron's Book of Spells. There's the skill tree stuff, but also apparently there's like the overmap. There's the mini map. There's um oh god, I'm still trying to remember what's in this mod pack versus the old mod pack. There's Pufferfish's skill tree for Iron. So there's a lot to do in this. And also, Goob, so this is actually an Enigma crystal, and this is part of Ethereum, is it? I'm trying to remember which mod pack this is. I think it's Etheria, but it's very very fun. I'm very excited. There's like 3 different magic systems because Ars Novu is also in this, so it's very fun. Oh wait, no, I don't want that. Oh, replacing the floor is going to be a bitch. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so let's get all of the vines now. Um, Probably Lex. It's honestly been a very long time since I've installed CurseForge. Generally, though, it should be fine. Just don't install anything extra. Also, Goob, I've seen, or I know what happens when you have steel coils. I actually haul freight for a living. I'm not a trucker, but I'm kind of the same thing. I do something called expedite. Nothing beats a 20-ton steel coil. You're dead. Is what happens. Anybody driving it is dead. So, okay. I mean, yeah, that's an extra. Let's see, it's what, 2,000 pounds for steel, or 2,000 pounds per ton. So yeah, it's an extra 20,000 pounds of mass. Inertia is king. Okay, close that. Boom, boom. Alright, let's go ahead and clear out the floor. I started the floor work a little bit, and then I fell asleep in the chair. And then I woke up like 3 hours later, and I'm like, I need to go to bed. I mean, okay. Sorry, Lex. Yeah, that does suck. If there's, yeah, yeah, because you have to have the Minecraft account to be able to get in or to set so that it has access to Minecraft. Hey, I appreciate that, Lex. Um, but yeah, no, if you ever manage to figure it out, or if that's a way that you can like get a hold, if you can figure it out or get a hold of his email somehow, server will be open. As long as it is active, as long as people want to play on it, I will continue to pay to keep it up. Also, Goob, I'm sure the US could, but making it actually function is a completely different story. So keep that in mind. Someone else said something too. All right. See you later. VR is awesome. I have a Quest 3 that I play on here. I wish I would stream it more, but nice. I play a lot of Blade and Sorcery, so I like stabbing bandits. I don't know. I don't know. Like search the mod pack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's called Ascend. I'm gonna look it up because this is dumb. It's called Ascendra. And you can actually here. You know what? I'll link the web page for you. Okay. Because I think you can copy it in TikTok or my message and just delete like the my name part. But that is Ascendra, and you can actually look up what mod packs are installed and all that other stuff that way. Okay. Ah. I'm gonna kill that villager. Where are... Oh, is he trapped in the wall? And that is work. I'm still pissed at them. Let me fucking sit. Oh, it's all right. I mean, is there any way that you can get a hold of your dad to see like what the email is? Yeah, I'm just gonna go out of service. Okay, so the gnomes were what was making the villager sound. That was weird. That is fair. Okay, nothing else for right now. So we pop that, pop that. Hey, there you go. Fingers crossed. Also, Minecraft like really isn't that expensive. Um, depending on so this is always an awkward thing. Um, because it's like I don't know how old my viewer base is, and it feels creepy to ask. Is there a possibility that you could do like say chores in exchange for being like, hey, I would really like to get my own like I want to play Minecraft again, but I can't. Could I get a like could I do like some chores in exchange for being able to get it? Like that could be a possibility as well. Like again, not trying to be creepy or anything. It's just like I'm trying to help and I don't know how. How much does Minecraft cost nowadays? Let me take a quick gander. Chat, do you know a cheap place to buy codes from? The only one I know is G2A. Um, yeah, there we go. So, Java Minecraft, Java and Bedrock Edition, $12. So it would take a while, but also the difficulty of the task might be for yeah, here, let me link you the thing. So basically, that would be is you're buying that someone that made an account that has Minecraft on it. So it's a Microsoft Store account that you're buying from that has the account active, and it's $12. But also, instead of chores, like, is it possible that there's like a more severe task or like a more heavy task that you could take on, like offering to mow the lawn in exchange for it, or something similar? The reason why I'm asking is that my parents would do that is if I volunteered to do something that was more my if it was a more severe thing. What computer do I have? So mine is actually I built mine, but it's also the in nowadays market. If you try to build it, you'd probably spend close to $4,500 on it. Um, because the parts that were in it, I built it before the craze that happened, where like everything kind of just skyrocketed through the roof in terms of cost. Like I have 32 gigs of DDR5, which that in and of itself is $500. It was like 120 when I got it, and that was like a year or two ago. So yeah, it's I have a pretty beefy computer by today's markets just because the cost of everything skyrocketed. The motherboard that I have is a pretty decent one. CPU I have a 7800. Hey, welcome, Charlotte. Is it Charlotte? Char- what is Charlotte Art? There we go. Man, that was hard to read. Welcome. Um, so honestly, if you're looking for a computer that's cheap that is going to function, um, I would say what you're going to want to look for are pre-builds. So I use a website called Newegg for a lot of my electronic stuff. Um, and when I say pre-built, that means that it is a computer that is already built, that is already functional, that already works. I would not recommend getting a laptop. There are people that do use laptops. I personally would not recommend it. And unless you're doing like really heavy duty streaming, the cheapest option would probably be good. I've also gone into stores before, and I have just actually I had a computer there for a little bit where it was like a $600 something laptop. It was not expensive at all. And then I just upgraded it from there. Let's see. So really the cheapest option would probably be the best. Like right here. So I'm looking at one it's 7.99. That's the thing. Like if you're gonna get anything, no, you know what you need to do? Here's what you do. Go to Reddit, and it's gonna be called. What you're gonna want to do is you look for something called this. So that's the thing, Lex. I didn't actually build it like from any single site. This is the process that I went through. I went to Reddit, and there's a subreddit called, or something similar to that. It's Build Me a PC. And so what I ended up doing was I went to them and I said, here's what I want this computer to do. This is my process. Like, here's my cost effect. This is what I want everything to be. And they said, okay, so because there are people who are vastly more nerdy than I am, and they figured out, like they do this for fun. They enjoy doing this. Oh, everything's purple. That's not good. I completely got distracted. Oh, that's right. We were doing the pillars. So yeah, we had so they actually put together a all of the parts list. I think it's like partpicker.com or something, but it tells you what all of the costs for what you want your computer to be able to do are and where to get them from. Now the catch is you're going to have to assemble it yourself, which if you're not confident in doing that, there are if you have all the parts, I'm sure a computer store would be able to help you out. And they shouldn't charge too much because it's honestly not that difficult to build a computer. The only thing that's hard is making sure the CPU is aligned and not breaking the GPU when you put it in. But yeah, it's doable, definitely. Day 32. Oh, that's cool. So it keeps track of the days? That's neat. Bum bum. But so on I'm sorry, I got completely distracted by the music again. So on Make Me a PC or on Build Me a PC, what you're gonna want to do is make a post saying that, hey, I'm trying to build a computer where I can do like I want to be able to play Minecraft. And then that's they will put together the cheapest possible option for you. And there you go. That's how you do it. Oh shit. Also, I want to be very clear. Um, I will no longer be using creative mode as soon as I'm done with this area. From that point on, we are going to be running purely on regular game mode. So, nice. Yeah. So, and the reason why I say pre-builts are the best way to go about it is because pre-builts are the arguably okay. So, when you get a computer, I paid an exorbitant amount of money at the time because I wanted to make sure that the computer would do everything that I wanted to do. I had a very clear grasp of my mind as to what I wanted my computer to be able to do. When you buy a pre-built, you need to know what you're doing in terms of like, okay, what am I going to be doing in the future with this? Because pre-builts are cheap. Well, they're cheaper than just building it yourself because they sacrifice something to build. Now, what that means is that if I am building a pre-built, it is going to it's kind of like I'm not sure how to even word this. A pre-built is going to be I don't know how to explain it. You're going to sacrifice something to make it work. So like you're going to have kind of a shittier GPU. You're going to have kind of a shittier processor or graphics card. You're going to have kind of a shittier RAM amount. You're going to have to upgrade something yourself. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're looking at pre-builts, just make sure you know like, okay, this is where my pre-build is weak and this is what I need to work on upgrading myself. That's I know that's a very roundabout way. Basically, it's cheap because they skimp on parts for certain things. Just make sure that you get a good pre-build. Oh, ooh, there's a mushroom. I am very distracted by glowing things. But yeah, just make sure that you know, like, you have an idea of what the computer is gonna be weak doing, so that you know how to upgrade it if you decide to do so. It's like buying an older car. You buy an older car because it's cheaper, but it's gonna break unless you fix parts of it. The computer won't break, but you're definitely gonna want to upgrade something. Sure. Actually, I was gonna say just if you have to go before I can build it, or if you have to go before I have to go, uh, god damn it, my brain is not working. I cannot word today. If I'm not done building before you have to go, give me like 5 minutes warning, and I will spawn in a dragon for you. Hell, I'll even let you pick the dragon. Um, I don't think there were pink dragons in How to Train Your Dragon, unfortunately. This is my inner OCD. Like, just, it has to be the same. Excellent. Okay. Now I have to fix up here because, God, that looks terrible. Oh, that's going to be too much of a problem, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's the boss, by the way. I told you I had a boss for a roommate. Oh, wait a minute. Can't I claim? Oh, do claim? Uh-oh, that's not good. I might have to. Claims are not a part of this mod pack. That's a problem. I thought it was. Open claim manager. Okay, yes, there are claims. I'm going to set that to that. Okay. So now that should show, or that should be my claim, I hope. Yeah, I claimed at 9. But yes, no. So there are no, I don't think there are pink dragons anyways. Because it's all based off of how to train your dragons, so. Hey, I'm lucky. God knows that's not based off of real life. I have the worst luck out of anybody I know. If you try to join the server? So theoretically, let's say that you manage to figure out what the Yeah, so let's say theoretically you did manage to find let's say you got the password, right? Somehow. You figured it out. You got it. You got the password. You would end up you would spawn somewhere. I'm not too far from spawn. But what we would do is I would just make sure that you're in the game. You know, we would interact to a degree, but I do play this solo. But I would still help out with like quests or like if there was something important that you needed. You know, I'd kind of make sure that just because I want to make sure this is a good experience for everybody. So, but yeah, it would just be Perfect. But yeah, we would just so we would collaborate on some stuff. I'd answer questions that everybody has in the chat. Make sure everybody's working together, collaborate, figure some stuff out because is going to be things that are new for me in this mod pack as well. So there's going to be a lot to kind of discover, Boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Why did I use regular quartz? I know I have to do this. Let's see. So actually here, I'm going to go ahead and spawn one of the dragons in. Do you know a lot about how to train your dragons, Lex? Sure. Well, was there a particular dragon that you liked from the books, from the movies? The white one. I don't know if Light Furies exist in this because there's only like 20 or 30. Ah, no, yep. Light Fury, spawn egg. There you go. Alright, so I'm not going to spawn it in down here because then I have to kill it, and I don't want to do that. So with Hiccup's thing, I believe dragons can spawn anywhere at any time. Or like they have their own like biomes, food preferences and stuff. It's a whole mod pack. It's very, very, very cool how they put this together. But I just realized I have to mark because I don't want to get lost. I also don't want this to be too close to my base. Okay, so Light Fury. And then so each dragon is going to have their own particular favorite food. So you have to figure out what their favorite food is, what they like, what they don't like. It is. And then they also have, so this mod pack is very well done. Each dragon is going to have like 5 or 6 different abilities as well. So they can do all sorts of things. I'm sure the Light Furies can go invisible. They have a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a book that you can get that describes like their favorite fish and stuff. I don't want to punch her, but I wanted to show her flying. Ah, there we go. So yeah, they actually do fly too. So I think it's doing, I think it was trying to go in a particular path, but it was hitting the trees. And so it it didn't know how to, like, progress. Oh my god, are these air bisons? Oh, they're dreadhounds. Oh. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get away from those. You're good. Also, I'm using the Bliss shader pack, which is why the water looks so incredible and the game is so atmospheric and the sky and the clouds look amazing. Hi. Don't growl at me. Okay, but obviously I can't have a Light Fury egg, so... Back down we go! Okay, so I'm actually kind of fine with up here being wood. Mainly because I don't want to have to replace the entire flooring again. Okay. The blue moon sets. You do not feel lucky anymore. Oh, man. What happened to my car? I believe... Yeah, we need to do that. It has the same it has the same mentality of Jinx. What's wrong with my pants? What pisses me off is when, like, I'm in the process of, like, a building thing, and then I realize that, man, there's a much better way that I can do this. And it's like, I have to completely change the build. So, like, I just put in all this nice white quartz, and then I realize that, yeah, I can't use any of this. I have to add everything back in now. Shoot. Ba-da-bum bum 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 bum. It's fine though, because I'm kind of one of those people where it's like I have to see what I'm doing to have a feel for like how I want it to be. So if it's unfinished, I can't really see like what problem is going to come up. I'm a builder, but like I have very specific aesthetics, and I don't like doing giant builds. That just pisses me off. I do not have the patience or the tolerance for that. Okay, so now upper floor is pretty much done. I need to remove the torches. Okay, so this is the last torch. Blow it up. Because I'm going to put these... Ooh, actually. Because I think there was like a more... like medieval torch. Oh, that's a wall torch. I think this was it. I kind of want to see if I can... Okay. I do kind of like that. Yeah, so that each corner kind of has that... The direwolves? I think they're mobs. Because they were... I'm thinking they're hostile. Now, I can go try to pet one, but I think it's going to try to eat my face off. And I don't have a bed yet, so we're going to have to put that on hold for now. Because I do think it will try to eat my face. Also, for those watching, I do come across as very friendly, and I am for the most part. I also tend to swear like a sailor, so keep that in mind. Um, there are going to be times where I will just start swearing. That is not something that I can help. I could just not swear, I guess, but where's the fun in that? So yeah, that is absolutely a factor. Um, all right, fine then. If you're gonna be dumb. Well, that's not any helpful. That's not helpful. Yeah, just in case somebody is watching, that's like, oh man, this is a really wholesome streamer. I'm not. I swear like a sailor at points. You have been warned. I do not want anybody's parents coming after me because they're like, man, he curses a lot. Yes, I do. You have been warned. Okay. So we're going to get rid of these looms. Y'all will see what I'm planning. Yeah, I think the dire wolves are just hostile mobs. Because that's the thing. This mod pack adds in a bunch of, like, mobs. It adds in a bunch of, like, bosses. It adds in a bunch of exploration you can do. There's a lot that is just added in. Get out of here. Go away. That's the problem with having holes in the walls. Alright. Perfect. Okay. So now we can get rid of that. I'm going to remove these temporarily. Oh yeah, the dragon manual. Here we go. This is what I was talking about, Lex. So if we look like the tracker class, like the deadly natter. Oh, okay, so it actually doesn't say. Mystery class. So the hideous zippleback likes fish, honeycomb, and pork. So you have to feed them food that they like. The flight mare. Nothing. So, oh, it's diet. Glowing algae. Smothering smoke breath. Nuggets, fish, and mutton. The death song. It doesn't say. Night Fury is fish and honey. Because I actually looked at because I wanted to see what it was. Try giving them fish for the hobgobbler. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm hoping they add more over time, but who knows? Bookshelf. So now what we do is I'm going to add a whole bunch of different things. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, look for the jungle necessities, the simple jungle the simple jungle bookshelves. So we are going to go to each hole, and as we come across them, we're just going to go in order and cycle through. And so that should give us a good variety of bookshelf. See, now I'm not talking because I'm concentrating. Okay. And so these bookshelves that I'm putting in, like this one, the obsidian bookshelf is actually really strong. So I can't come back out here. None of the stuff that I'm putting in here is going to be looted for enchanting tables or anything else. These are purely for aesthetic purposes, and I will not use them for any other purpose. Okay. And then I'm going to have to do the same thing for downstairs, too. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so check it out. Oh, actually, because now it looks suspicious that there's none of the, like, the glowing ones on this side. So now we have, instead of just a wall of books, we actually have some variety here. It does look a little weird, but it's fine. It's fine, because I don't want to have to go fucking back through this again and redo everything. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about this stuff. Okay, so we can't open this. Enigma level 1. Okay, so now we get to do the fun stuff. Okay. And I'm going to destroy these. You can stay because I need to build with you. I actually don't like how that looks. See what I mean? I'm a visual person. We have to figure this out. I mean, that's the alternative. Ooh. Actually, I love the idea of... Perfect. And then what we do now... Oh, shoot. I need ideas, everybody. I need glowing or sources of illumination. That looks awesome. Hammer of Light. I love that. Hate that it has durability, though. I'm thinking we run this. That's the question. Does it provide light? It does. Okay. Sap? Okay. Yeah, let's check and see. Let me see. Pewin sap. I'm not sure. Do you know what type of sap, Fred? Nice. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. Face saber. Matterbane. Wow. So it's not listed as a block, unfortunately. I didn't get the welcome book. And I was the first player in the world, so... I actually like that because this looks like... It makes it look like it's conduits. Ah, I see. Okay, so that actually has to do like... Ah, there we go. Bien. Muy bien. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to make something. Not quite sure what it is yet, but we're getting there. Okay, boom. Then we do that so that it's all interconnected. Oh, I just had a wonderful thought. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this in the corners. And then we're going to use that there in the gap. Oh, wait, no, we can't. Can we? Because I just realized, because if we're doing, there's not going to be gaps. Well, you know what? I might not even use the Etheria stuff, so. Jesus, that came out of nowhere. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, hell yeah. Very Irish, which I'm a big fan of. I love Celtic music a lot. All right. Very excellent. So the idea is to create lighting on the floor, and this creates a way for lighting to exist in a way that almost looks like a magical circuit. But also really neat is that it kind of makes it look like the crystal is spreading from the magic is growing from the center area, which would make sense given that it's a giant floating crystal. Excellent. Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Because we still need to finish this. Hell yeah, though. I am loving how this turned out. All right. There we go. Okay, now I can do what I was doing before. Oops. Oh no, part of the conduit. Nice. I like this. So the idea behind this is that the crystal here is actually infecting everything else in here. And so the this stuff, the budding amethyst will cause crystal to grow as if it's feeding from the magic power, which is why the pillars are also because it's like leaking into here. But then it's also like the floor itself is just crystal. So it's yeah, I'm very happy with this. This will look awesome. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is awesome. Very, very, very neat. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to clear this out. Which does definitely go against my aesthetic, but that's fine. Actually, I don't like how sharp the red is versus the blue. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Technically, I guess it just needs to be a 3x3. I don't need anything bigger. Hammer. Bronze or hammer, I guess. Oh, you're fine. You're good, Lex. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for staying as long as you did. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'll catch you later. There is a Discord. It is not very active. You have been warned, but there is a Discord. If you wanted to join it to stay in touch, or to if you want to get back into the server at any point, um, server does exist. Why is there a magnet hammer? Okay, sounds good. It's link is in the profile. Here, you know what? Actually, here's a better thought. How about I just send the link now? Invite to server. Okay. Or here, I'll DM it to you. How about that? Okay. And then yeah, I will send it to you here in a second. So that way you'll actually have it. Okay. Um so your account is profile? or your account is private, so I did follow back. But you have to approve it so that I can send it to you, which is honestly a good call. Like setting your account to be private is definitely the way that goes. Okay, sounds good. I feel it's weird that you can customize somebody else's name. Yeah, absolutely. No, I completely agree. You can get some really weird people on here. Like I had someone threaten MPEG or MPREG if I didn't face reveal. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna block you immediately and then report you for harassment. Get the fuck away from me. I'm almost positive it was a kid, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it was a kid that was just going for shock value, but like it was cuz that's the thing. It's not that it's scary. It's just annoying. Oh, wait a minute. Um I think there's a spectral hammer spell. Yeah, spectral hammer. Okay, sounds good. Catch you later. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay. And then what the why would you I hate that TikTok doesn't let me. Sure, absolutely. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh, I didn't do it on my phone. I did it on the computer. Give me 5 sec because I want to do this while you're online. Um, oh, where's the Discord is very dead, by the way. Like it is not active. Wait, no, not report. How do I invite on the phone? Here we go. Invite. Copy link. Send to you. Go back. How do I unfollow you? Not remove this follow. How do I unfollow? Here we go. Unfollow. Okay, there we go. And then if you want to, like, do you want me to remove myself from your, like, your friends list? Or, like, how do I... You're very welcome. Do I unfollow? Or, like, what do you think? I'll be honest, I usually just doom scroll, so... I like cat videos. I watch way too many animal videos. Yeah, you said unfollow. So I did unfollow, but I can still see, like, your content. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it did. So unfollowing it fixed it. There we go. All right, you're all set, Lux. Yes, it did. I'm an idiot, and I didn't realize. We're good now. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's people are weird. People can be weird, and you definitely like. Yeah, you don't want to have a bunch of random people on your TikTok. I completely understand. Um, Actually, this should be that. So yeah, I get it. Would not have it any other way. All right. That is so strange. I wonder why the color is weird. Okay. Oh, we're at the edge of the boundaries. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna have to do. Well, now it has to be an even square. But yeah, Discord is very dead. We do have some activity there, but it's mostly a way for me to give updates to people and stuff like that. Chunk claiming reference. Oh, shift left button to force load an area. Ooh, that's fun. So that would work really nicely for the like the farms and stuff because you can keep them force loaded. That'd be nice. Oh, but I'm assuming that was you joining. I will wave back. So yeah, we have some activity, but for the most part, it's just a way for me to give updates to people and stuff like that. But you had to go. I don't want to keep you. I'm more than happy that you joined and that you're here, but also I don't want to distract you if you have something important to do. Okay, and then okay, so this will be the thing. Yes. Hi. That was me waving. So on the Discord, I am Radio Demon. I really like Alistair from Has Been Hotel. So also I have a voice changer that lets me talk like him, so that's also fun. But yeah, that's me. Okay, so now we get to do huge room. Oh, it's GLaDOS. This is a triumph. I fucking love that song is stuck in my head. Okay. And then so about here is where we start. I wish there was a better way to do this, but okay. Um yeah, I do I try to join I try to let people know that I'm joining. So I don't do this very often, but well, here I'll send you a DM on Discord because I don't want to say this part out loud. Because then I will be swarmed by people for the same reason why you have yours set to private. Here, let me There we go. Okay, I just sent you a DM explaining what I don't want to say out loud. I promise you it will make sense when you read it. Okay, so that's... Yeah, I think it's right there. Day 35. Yes. So that's why I try to avoid saying that out loud, because it's just like, I'm sure you can imagine what the repercussions of that would be. I feel like I want this to be deeper, though. It's like, I don't mind helping out, but, like, people would definitely take advantage, and that's a problem. Also, I have these chaos dice, and I really don't know what they're used for. I'm very curious. Oh! There was a whole river system back here. Oh, good lord. Alright, there's going to be a whole bunch of monsters that spawn back here, so... Yeah, let's try to fill this in a little bit. Actually, we don't need to fill it in, do we? All I need is a torch. I hear beeping going on. I love that lizard. I love lizard. Lizards are fun. That lizard especially is just great. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. That is enough of that. Yeah, so now... And there's a reason I'm making this room so huge. There's something that I do that, or that we do that is going to be rather important. The hell? Yeah, that's diorite, but why was there white stuff floating up from... Why are there white, like, sparks? Okay. But yes, there is a reason to my madness. Okay. So I think this room actually has to be a little bit taller. Yeah, so I think it has to be one taller, which is going to be very annoying. Oh, I wish I had a builder wand. But it's a little too late to add that now. Actually, I could just look up because it doesn't matter where it hits. I really need to use these dice. So apparently they cause random events. I don't know what they do, though. Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll try to remember to notify Discord that I'm streaming, but just yeah, I think there's a way you can set up TikTok to do it. But yeah, I'll try to let you know that I'm on. Bum 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 bum. All right. Oh, I see. So the white sparks show dropped items. That's pretty cool. Hi, fairy. Okay. So then this room is actually I need. So I'm gonna do some of the framework for this room. However, I'm not gonna use a bunch of the cheaty stuff because there's a lot of material that I would have to farm to actually set this room up the way that I want it to be. We're not gonna do that. So what I am gonna do though is just temporarily, because once I actually start setting up this room, it'll be way more like in depth, I guess. It'll make more sense, and I'll know where to position the lighting stuff. But right now, I just want to stop like mobs from spawning in here. Okay, that should be fine. And then we're going to have, like, this part of the room be sandstone. But then also, I think we're going to have to expand a little bit. All right. And again, this is very temporary. Okay, so this is sandstone, and then the rest I'm actually going to make out of sand. I am going to go up and do the enigmatic dice because this is bugging the hell out of me. I want to know what they do. Alright, and that's housekeeping about to come in, so I'm going to have to yell at them. I say very loosely. Also, I have to look up how to do a cactus farm now. So that's the part that I am not cheating, is both on the cactus and then the stuff for Ars Novu, because this is an Ars Novu room. Okay. This feels like it would almost belong in a pirate shanty sort of town. It's so weird how the music just cuts off so abruptly like that. Okay. I actually want this. This will make sense. Then again, this is also something I can do later. This is not something that has to be done now. But the idea behind this is creating the illusion of like a blue sky, like a desert biome. Because this is going to be a cactus farm area, so it's like, yeah, you just create the sky, you know. But I'm also getting bored, so we're gonna do something else now. So actually, I'm very excited to test this out. Okay. I don't think that's enough space. I think we need more. Okay, I like that. Uh-oh. That's not good. The distant sound of undead? Uh-oh. Okay. And then, so from this point on, we actually get to do something that I'm very excited to try out. But to do this, we're going to have to dig a hole. I know how to do what I want to do in theory, but I've also never done it before, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, perfect. And then I do want to have a little bit of an underlip, so that works. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on with the hammer. Because there's not supposed to be two hammers. Boy, the blood moon ended quick. Okay. Oops. Went a little too far there. Okay, that's fine. So now I need black concrete. So for some of you, you will have a good idea of what I'm doing here. I just don't know if this is going to technically be enough. Like, if I should make a bigger area, or... But I think this will work just fine for what my purposes are. But this is going to look really good. So I'm very excited to see if this works like I hope it does. And so, for those curious, this is actually going to be the teleporter room. So this is going to be where we come in to access the various teleporters and dimensional stuff, which this I'm probably going to cheat in just because the process of trying to cheat in or trying to get the portals the normal way is a huge pain. However, I will restrict myself in kind of like the way I do for Nuzlocke, where I will not be able to use them until I gain the ability to actually do it. So, like for the Aether, until I can get a Silk Pick and I have access to the Nether, I cannot go into the Aether. Just as an example. This kind of feels like something from Majora's Mask. Like one of the town themes, maybe? Oh yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay. Yep. And then, because we want this to be a overlay. And then I've heard some conflicting reports about like the best way to do this particular build, so I'm curious to see like I'm excited to tweak it and see like all right, what works for like what we're trying to do with it. And then, yeah, just got to clear out this last wall, and then we can start working on the floor. I kind of want to do it on the ceiling too, though, but I don't think that's going to work quite right. Okay, so let's do the floor first. For me, I get very lazy, so like I don't care about grinding for like specific actually useful things. But if I'm just doing cosmetic stuff, I don't want to fucking grind for that. Like I want to be able to build my stuff. I want things to be aesthetically pleasing to me because if they're not, I don't want to play it. Is the problem. Okay, there we go. So now that we've got the black pits of despair. Okay, so the idea behind this is now I can get rid of these. Okay. I need torches. Okay, so the idea behind this being I think what we want are glass panes, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ah, okay, so it changes color. That's neat. Whenever I see anything rainbow, I have to check it out. I love coruscating color effects. Um, glass, because I don't think it's a glass pane. I think it's just glass. Okay, so And then the idea is... At least I think this is the idea. I don't know if the effect is going to be quite right because I'm using a shader pack, but I also don't know if I made this deep enough. I think I didn't make it deep enough. Because I think you were supposed to put, like, glass panes over them, but yeah, I think I fucked this up. Also, I think it's the shader pack is messing with this a little bit. Yes, I know what I made is very pretty, but you can't be on the floor in here, buddy. If I have to kill you, I will. I don't believe in fairies! Yeah, I definitely didn't make this deep enough. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Also, maybe I put too many torches? I put too many torches, and it's not deep enough. Or maybe I'm supposed to use, like, a different pane of glass, like a different type of glass to do this? Or, again, maybe it's the shader pack is kind of messing with it. That'll be a good test. Take off the shader pack, see what happens. I am sorry. You were being annoying. And okay, I think we're... Oh, there's a whole section I didn't do. Whoops. Yeah, I think we're set. And then we fill in this last row. Actually, I should do the underlip. Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, so let's see what this looks like without the video, or without the resource pack. Um, definitely looks way less cool. Alright. No, it looks fine, I guess. It doesn't have quite the same gravitas that I was going for, but it definitely works. Excuse me. I think the reason why I don't quite like how it looks is because you can see the air pockets where the torches are sitting. Whereas if it was another block, you wouldn't be able to see like the gaps. So it would look almost like planets, I guess. I think it's fine though. Okay, there we go. So this gives us our sort of room of wonder. Okay, so now okay. That's interesting. Okay, so we need obsidian, flint and steel. Oh. Oh, so it can drop any of these. Okay. That's kind of neat. Um, but yeah, so okay. Let's see. I need Eye of Ender. Is the Aether does Ethereum pit? Yeah, okay, so the Aether is here. Which the Aether was glowstone and bucket of water, I think. Water bucket. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and do... Which I think that's a little too wide. There we go. Oh, there's a... There we go. I was like, why... Okay, there we... Oh. Wait, is the Aether not... I thought the Aether was glowstone and water. Portal to the Aether is, yeah, glowstone, and then activate it by right-clicking the inside of the frame with a bucket of water. So yeah, we have Ethereum. Maybe that's an actual resource, though, not the actual Aether mod. Ah, yeah, that would explain it. Okay, so that takes care of that, I guess. Um, so, okay. All right, and then, so this requires... If I remember correctly. And then you also have to... Huh? What? What do you mean it doesn't want to be used? Okay. So much for my portal room. Well, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna look this up because this pisses me off now. Um, Yeah, it does not want to be used. Oh, the mod pack has End Remastered, which spawns in a castle on the surface instead of vanilla strongholds. Oh, but the eyes must all be different. Okay, so we need a bunch of different eyes? That's actually kind of neat. Okay, but so that means that it is something that we're going to get. So I'm actually fine with that. I'm good. So we can add the eyes in later and we're set. I'm totally good with that. We're fine. Okay. Sweet. So are there other dimension things? Um okay, I'm going to check one other thing. Minecraft Syndia. Oh, it's a Sendra. Okay, so there's the Aether. No, the Aether doesn't exist. That's easy enough to see if the Twilight Forest is in the game, though. Dit. Actually. So, the way that this will work is it needs to be around a 4 by 4 area. Like so. Then there needs to be water here. And then we need to have flowers. Oh, I actually really love these. These are good. I think these should count. They might not, though. And then we take a diamond. And wait. That would be why. Yeah, so the Twilight Forest is not a part of this mod either. Why did it say it was? Okay, well. That kind of makes me sad. I thought there would have been more stuff to check out and do and see. That's fine. Okay, and then we have this area. I need to still add quartz to here, but then we're pretty much done. Okay. And then let's get the hell away from the base because I legitimately do not know what these are going to do. 1. Okay. 2. Come on. 3. What'd I get? Oh, Ancient Tome. Okay, 3. 4. Be more attentive. What does that mean? 5. Okay. 6. Okay, hey, 6. 7. 8. 9. It's a Wednesday? Job of the Hop? Okay. A little strange, but okay. So that's all the enigmatic dice. And then 1. So I only get 1 of these. Okay. So I got 2 netherite scrap. That's kind of cool. +1 to frostbite, +1 to TNT miner. You know what? I'm good with that. Also, I don't really care about frostbite. Dark Atrium. Atrium? When used, Dark Ward for 60 minutes that protects you from death. That's pretty cool. Have to get rid of that. Can get rid of that. Okay, look, as much as I appreciate you guys, I do not need frogs around. Okay. Shroom Knight. Yeah, I'm not supposed to have this stuff, though, so... actually, technically, I could have kept it, since it did come from an item. Oh, of course, it can't be cast from a scroll. So, boom. And then that one will lead to here. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? That can wait. It doesn't matter. Why are there so many fairies around? There's a lot of them in here. Okay. Cool. So yeah, base is or the home is pretty much done. All I have to do is add in some quartz here. I guess I can finish the cactus room. Oh, I do need to do I do need to finish the framework for the cactus room though. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, that's somebody on Discord. Sorry, I had to mess with Sleepy a bit. Yeah, I don't want that thing making noises. That was terrifying. Actually, I do have an idea for this room, or for this, because I kind of want the idea that, like, the void is starting to eat into reality, or, like, this is a portal into the void. And so the idea will be that, like, stuff like that. And then it leads into, yeah, all right, that's cool. I like that. Okay. Did I hear Discord go off? Yep, there's a fairy. Sorry, I'm muting some Discord channels because I don't really care. Okay, there we go. So now they should stop going off. All right, yeah. So I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty much done. Um, yeah, I think we're pretty set. So we've got our stuff here, our stuff there. So yeah, I guess it's time to work on this area. Get this all finished. Thank you. Okay. Actually, I just realized because we have to make another layer deep. All right, views seem to have slowed down for the day, and I'm kind of focused on building right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm probably going to continue playing. The server is open for anyone that wants to join, but yeah, talk to you talk to you later.